And he's joining us now to talk about crime in the city and other issues. Good morning.
Good morning.
You'll be there. Let's talk about that crime and how it affected your city and your thoughts about it.
Well, it's insane. I mean, we have a crime crisis. We need to come to grips with that. Far too many murders and shootings throughout Philadelphia. A sense of fear that citizens have taken on. It's unacceptable. And certainly I plan to attack it as quickly as possible.
There's also a sense that among some police officers that the violence and the attacks are increasing against them. Obviously, Officer Cassidy, an officer shot last year during a bar robbery.
I mean, Craig, look, last week we had 3 police officers shot in a 4-day period of time, and unfortunately, Officer Chuck Cassidy was essentially assassinated in the Dunkin' Donuts situation. I understand the concern that officers have, and that fear also goes throughout the citizenry. I mean, people have figured out that if a person is bold enough or ignorant enough to assassinate a Philadelphia police officer, then the average citizen has to say, well, you know, how safe can I be?
Terry Madonna, famed pollster Franklin and Marshall, said that 75% of Philadelphia residents say that crime is the #1 issue. What are your goals to attack that issue?
There are a number of things. I mean, well, first and foremost, obviously, because Commissioner Johnson has announced already that he was going to retire, I have to appoint a new police commissioner. That commissioner has to work with the men and women in the Philadelphia Police Department, inspire confidence and support and respect throughout the department. That commissioner has to develop a game plan and a strategy to attack crime at a variety of different levels. Some of the things that I talked about, but a plan that is developed by the police to address the crime issues, while simultaneously we provide more social service support to many of our families who are in distress and who are broken and trying to heal. And I've also already announced proposals to deal with the issue of ex-offenders and reentry programs so that we can get more guys, mostly guys, but more people off the streets into the workforce, and if we do that, we'll reduce crime anyway.
Education, of course, is a big driving factor in so many municipalities. Great schools mean better neighborhoods. How do you improve the funding? How do you improve the test scores with no child left behind hanging over your head?
Well, I think you have to do a couple things. Clearly, the city of Philadelphia has to provide more funding support for public education, but also the state does as well. I think what's most important here at the moment is that the mayor and the governor work in concert and partnership to make sure that we're fully focused on 3 essential items in public education. Support for pre-K and elementary school children so that we make sure that all kids are reading at grade level by the 3rd or 4th grade. Second, more support for middle school students, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. A critical time in the lives of young people. It's where most kids go down the wrong path and get themselves in trouble. And then high school. Okay. Partnerships with colleges and universities and our business community to show high school students that they have a real path to excellence if they stay in school.
Is it encouraging or is it daunting that so many people are so enthusiastic about you and so welcoming a new change in the administration, the tone, the attitude from City Hall, and particularly the person who sits in the mayor's office? So what will be your first goal if in your first 100 days that you look back and say, you voted me in office and I delivered this?
Well, first of all, I welcome that challenge because I'm also challenging citizens to say that government can do some things, we can't do everything, that there's a shared responsibility here, that I will call on citizens to do certain things as citizens of this city, but it's back to the fundamentals. A safe city, a city that values education, creating jobs and economic development, and certainly cleaning up the ethics challenges that we've had over the past few years. If we do those 4 things well, this city is about to take off.
Mayor-elect Michael Nutter, as always, want to thank you for joining us. We'll see you again
great,
here.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. All right, we're going to go back now to the Cathedral, the Basilica of St. Peter's and Paul, where thousands are lining there to pay their respects for a fallen police officer, Chuck Cassidy. We're going to have team coverage of this somber day coming up. 7:27, you're watching Good Morning here on CNN.